Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Foliage. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So in today's video we are going to be talking about Manjula Pothos, another very beautiful and popular pothos. In recent times Manjula Pothos is becoming a very frequent and popular pothos that is being purchased online. Now just like any other pothos, the soil remains the same. It has to be loose, porous, well draining. I use the same soil mix that I use for my other foliage plants. I'll put the link in the description below. You can check it out. It's a very low maintenance plant. It can be grown indoor as well as outdoor, but you have to remember that it requires a good amount of either medium or indirect bright light. Do not keep it in direct sunlight, otherwise the leaves will get burnt like this, as you can see. So do not keep it in direct sunlight. And just like jade pothos, we can keep jade pothos in a very minimum light as well. Well, this one will not do quite well in minimum light because this one prefers a good amount of bright light. The reason is because it has a lot of variegation on the leaves, as you can see. Now this variegation cannot help the plant in the photosynthesis, due to which it requires a lot of indirect bright light. So if you are going to keep this plant in indirect bright light, then the plant will do quite well. But if you're going to keep it in a very minimum lit area, like let's say in your bathroom or in your bedroom where there is not much light, then the variegation will start to disappear and the new growth is going to turn a little bit more green in color. So always remember, any plant that has variegation, it requires a good amount of indirect bright light. You cannot keep it in direct sunlight, otherwise this part will get burnt because they cannot handle direct sunlight. So you have to give it either medium indirect bright light or really bright light in order for them to grow and maintain that variegation. It's an absolutely easy plant. A lot of people tend to grow it indoors, especially near the windowsill. You can grow it near the window, but if there is a lot of direct sunlight coming in, then you can use a curtain, but give it a lot of light. Watering remains the same. When the soil is 50% dry, you can go ahead and water it. Watering soil fertilizers is very, very simple. Even if you do not add any fertilizers, it's absolutely fine. It will do quite well. The growing media, you can use the regular potting, like a regular potting mix, or you can go for leca. You can grow it in leca, or you can grow it only in water as well. I have made the video on jade pothos. You can check how to propagate pothos because it is the same process, and if I'm going to repeat it again, it is going to be the same thing that you will be seeing. So if you watched my jade pothos video, you will be able to understand. If you have not seen that video, I'll put the link in the description below. You will be able to see how the entire process is and what are the different methods with which you can propagate your pothos. So it's an extremely beautiful Manjula Pothos. If you want, you can add it in your collection. Even if you are a beginner, even if you do not have experience in gardening, I think this is one of the plant that you can add in your collection, and without putting in much efforts, the plant will do quite well, provided you give the basic care, that is the soil, the correct amount of light, and then the plant will do extremely well. Usually pests are not attacked for these plants because pothos are very strong when it comes to pest attack and insects, but it's always better to do a routine check because at times there might be mealybugs depending upon your climate and weather and how much of organic matter you have used in the soil. According to that, there might be some attack of pests and mealybugs, so you can go for any organic solution. But other than that, it's a very easy to grow plant. You can do the propagation via nodes. You can separate it by doing a stem cutting just below the nodes. I have made a video on the jade pothos. You can check that video. You will be able to understand how to propagate pothos. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.